If all the players, aside from the utopian world representative, are indirectly eliminated by outside forces, then this is the only answer that accounts for the administration's aims. And once the world representatives have all been eliminated, the only thing that remains is to restart the loop. This also serves as proof of the reverse, however, that the administration has direct ties with the utopian player. It's in the midst of this discussion that Moritaka's team returns from their effort to rescue abducted citizens. The road leading them here has been largely flattened and scarred, telling the story of just how fiercely the area has been hit. Don't you see what this means, everyone? It means there is quite literally no good reason for us to continue fighting. Pardon? At long last, we have the proof we need to show just how unbalanced, how unjust things are for us right now. Michael unconsciously plays with his balance as he soars through the sky at breakneck speed, a smile plastered on his face. So, what exactly is Michael's scale sacred artifact for? Moreover, I can prove to you, my dear brother, that I stand not just atop one hierarchy, but at the top of every world. Why so surprised? It's undeniable. We've been shown, with certainty, that fighting is futile. As this realization dawns on him clearer and clearer, he turns toward Moritaka and makes a triumphant declaration. So let's band together in the face of this new enemy. This is turning into quite the epic, don't you think? Or could it be you're a little too embarrassed to let a kid like me take point on this? Shinbei Inoue casts his lot, fully confident both in his reasoning and in his literal ability to always find the path to victory. Of course, this is but a single piece of his worldly wisdom. It's an attempt to take control of the situation and influence the flow of events, as he has grown accustomed to doing. No, that's not it, Masashi. Shinbei Inoue certainly does speak the truth, as best as anyone can tell, but it's the truth as it applies to the current timeline. The truth that precedes the presently expected future. Were everyone to go along with this truth, they would no doubt be able to adapt to whatever situation comes their way and avoid destruction till the bitter end. However, we saw it at the subterranean labyrinth in Roppongi. We saw what might come to pass for the 8-Dog Warriors. It was a continuous pattern of fighting one foe, then seeking the next, losing sight of our enemy and falling apart from within. There's something we've been missing, something we just haven't paid attention to, and we need to discuss it. Moritaka. First of all, I don't want anybody calling me Masashi, so don't, and Nobumichi. Nobumichi gently takes the angered pup into his arms, and, with a deadpan look in his eyes, and a calming tone of voice, speaks to him. Masashi, let's just listen to what they have to say, okay? Let's hear them out.